The Afterlife of Clothes by Moira Tamayo.
Hello, Seattle. My name is Moira Tamayo, and I have a question for you. Do you believe in life after love? Meaning, when you don't love your clothes anymore, when they no longer bring you joy, what does the afterlife of your clothes look like? Did you know that the average US resident throws away 81 pounds of clothes annually? This is an example of a linear economy. Make, buy, throw out, and buy again. And you cannot run a linear economy on a finite planet indefinitely. This system has serious social and environmental consequences. In 2018, landfills in the US received 11 million tons of textiles, according to the Environmental Protection Agency. Sometimes clothes end up as litter visible on shorelines, coastal waterways, and in oceans. Sometimes they leach chemicals from their dyes and contaminate their soil and waterways. Or their fibers become ocean nanoplastics that end up inside marine life and eventually inside us as well. Donating clothes is much better than throwing them out. But you may be surprised to learn that donated clothes are frequently not given to the homeless or resold in charity vintage stores, but are instead sold and shipped to African and Latin American countries by for-profit companies. The East African community alone accepts $274 million of used clothes each year, and they resell them locally. These used clothes are affordable for consumers there, but they harm local apparel manufacturers who cannot compete on price. Also, transporting clothes to Africa increases their carbon footprint, and it means that everyone in the world dresses the same way. There are other options. I am talking about the circular economy. In this model, the resources used for manufacturing are reused so that the amount going to landfills is minimized. But how can you do this with your wardrobe?
3.
Let's talk about the 6 R's. The first R is reuse. Do you really need to make room in your closet? By using each piece of clothing just 9 months longer, you decrease its footprint by 20 to 30%. A few key stylish pieces can look new if accessorized with hats, scarves, or jewelry. Clean your clothes by treating spots between washes, rather than washing them after every use. And when you do wash them, use cold water and air dry them as much as possible. Your clothes will end up lasting much longer, and you will be helping the environment. The second R is repair. You can turn fabric tears into embroidery. You can turn jeans into shorts and shorts into purses. You can look up tons of ideas on Instagram and Pinterest for inspiration. Okay, so maybe sewing isn't your thing. Let's go to the third R.
3.
The third R is replace. You can have a fashion swap meet and trade clothes with your friends, or you can join one of the Buy Nothing clubs on Facebook. Renew your closet for no money. Maybe you want to make a few bucks. In that case, the fourth R is for you. The fourth R is resell. You can resell your used clothes online on eBay or ThredUp or Poshmark or The RealReal, or at vintage clothing stores. For example, the Red Light in the U District. The fifth R is recycle. You can donate your clothes to the Northwest Center or to the Goodwill store. However, do be careful if you drop your clothes into some of the donation boxes that you find in parking lots or around town. Some of those boxes belong to for-profit corporations that donate a small percentage of their profit and sell the rest overseas. Make sure that the logo on the box belongs to a legitimate nonprofit organization. Some manufacturers, such as Eileen Fisher or Patagonia, and retailers like Nordstrom, take their used clothes and either resell them or recycle them into new clothes. They might even give you a coupon good on a future purchase. In some cities, like Seattle, the Goodwill service will pick up your used clothes and shoes. Whatever cannot be donated to somebody else gets turned into insulation, pet bedding, or carpet fiber. Only 5% ends up in landfills. You can also learn how to upcycle your clothes yourself and turn them into fashion made from clothes. Reddit has some great suggestions on how to do this, or you can attend the Trash and Fashion Show in Bainbridge Island this summer. Sixth R is rent. Many of us no longer buy movies, music, or cars. Instead, we rent them as needed. The same is true of clothes, and options such as Rent the Runway or Stitch Fix allow you to vary your work wardrobe or to wear that special dress to your friend's wedding without having to buy it. Those rented clothes have an afterlife long after you stop wearing them. Well, I hope that I have been able to provide you with some insights about the afterlife of clothes. Remember the 6 R's: reuse, repair, replace, resell, recycle, and rent, and give your clothes the afterlife they deserve. A circular economy will be good for all of us, for Seattle, and for the planet. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.